Now you know what to expect from onion rings, so we're going to mix it up with some Italian flavours. What's first, Ben?
First up, we're going to take our onion, cut it into rings, okay, and then make a classic batter with flour, egg, and some milk. But then we're going to mix it up. We're going to do 3 different flavours to make them sort of Italian flavour. We've got a sun-dried tomato paste, a classic pesto basil, and then our own black olive tapenade.
Lovely.
Okay, so 3 different colours, 3 different flavours, but they're all going to have onion in the middle. So if we can take our onion, and what we want to do is cut it that way, so parallel to the root, into big chunks, still with the skin on.
How big? Thickness of finger?
Finger thickness.
Okay.
And then we can peel it afterwards.
Skin on?
Yeah, skin on, because it will come off later on. So we want to separate them into rings.
Okay.
And what you'll find if you keep cutting is these will pop out into our onion rings. So that's what we're looking for.
Oh, nice. Nice and simple.
Very simple. If we can get as many rings out of that as possible, and meanwhile I'll make the batter. Flour, 2 eggs, and milk. We'll flavour it later on.
Ben, I wasn't really paying attention when you told me how to make the rings.
Yeah, just be real gentle with it because you want them to break. Just push them out like that.
Cool.
Okay, and then peel them apart. Important they stay whole.
I wasn't listening, and therefore I fell behind with the instructions.
It's not a race.
It's not.
Team effort.
This is making me cry every time.
There we go, classic batter done. Plenty of seasoning, salt and pepper. We can come back to that later on. In the meantime, we can make up our 3 flavours. Now you can of course just buy black olive paste. But I think the fact that we've already got some pieces of black olives in the fridge, we might as well use these.
Lovely.
So all it is, they're going to go into a blender with a splash of water just to help bind it and blend that up into a paste. You can add so many more things to the black olive tapenade, an anchovy, maybe some garlic. But actually, because we've got other flavours and other onion rings, I'm going to keep this one as simple as just pureed black olive.
Cool, and that is literally the process.
That's it, just easy as that.
Turn it up.
3 separate bowls, and I'm going to put a tablespoon of our tapenade in there, a tablespoon of our pesto in there, and the red sun-dried tomato paste in there.
So we bought these 2, made that.
Yes, you can of course make them all, but we had those 2
We give you so many options.
Stir those together, so we've got one batter. It's got to be equally combined, not necessarily smooth, because obviously the paste had bits in it anyway.
Do you have to have a deep fat fryer to be able to do these? Can you do them in a pan?
You can do them in a pan, just make sure if you're going to use a pan, only half fill the pan with oil, never leave it unattended, and you want to get it to about 180 degrees, okay, so keep testing it.
Really hot.
So yeah, really, really hot, do be careful, but of course you can. Take our onion rings that you've so perfectly cut.
Are you being ironic?
No. Coat them in our batter so they're fully coated, and then lower them into our fryer. Now our fry is at 180 degrees Celsius, nice and hot.
Why?
So that it crisps up really early on.
Okay.
You don't want it to, the batter sort of run and separate, they want it to stick to the onions.
So go soggy otherwise.
Yeah, we'll do a couple of each to show you.
And you're just putting them in the once. You're not, sometimes you take them out and then put them back in.
You can do, sometimes you can put them in just flour before the batter, so that it definitely sticks. But if they're thick enough and the batter's good, it should be fine. Different size onion rings is always good.
I'm going to do some
they're
pesto
natural.
ones.
We don't want to overfill the fryer, so maybe one of those and then that'll be fine for now. Plenty of batter and plenty of onion to come back to it. These need about 2 or 3 minutes in the fryer. And then once they're out, drain them on kitchen roll, put them in the oven at about 80, 100 degrees just to keep warm while you fry off the rest, and then we can serve a whole bowl of them for people to pick into. There we go, our final few. Plenty to get stuck into.
We've been busy while you've been away.
Pile them up on our plate, make them look good. There's our red pesto ones.
Oh, you can smell those pesto ones.
There we
I'm
go.
obsessing about the pesto.
There we go, our Italian onion rings, 3 colours, 3 flavours, sorted.
Very good. Pesto.
Go with that one, different colour.
They've got a nice crispy crunch to them. That's good. I'm going to try a tomato one. This is also nice.
I think the olive had the best crunch.
Barry, have a pesto.
Oh, the gods are gone. What's that one?
Pesto.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
What's
isn't
this one?
it? Olive.
That's amazing as well.
Oh, that's right down my arm. Thanks.
Now, if you guys make different coloured onion rings, we want to see photos of them, so upload them to Instagram with #sortedfood.